These are 7 warning signs that your car's alternator is failing, and ignoring them could leave you stranded on the side of the road with a dead battery and no way to get home. Your car's alternator is one of the most critical components under your hood, yet most drivers know almost nothing about it. You might think your battery powers everything electrical in your vehicle: your headlights, radio, air conditioning, power windows. But that's not true. It's actually your alternator doing the heavy lifting, generating the electricity that keeps your car running and your battery charged. About the size of a coconut and mounted to the front of your engine, this cylindrical device constantly converts mechanical energy from your engine into electrical power. When it starts to fail, it doesn't just mean you'll need an expensive repair. It means your car could die without warning, leaving you stranded in the most inconvenient places possible. But here's what most mechanics won't tell you up front. Alternators don't usually fail suddenly. They give you plenty of warning signs, subtle at first, then increasingly obvious. The problem is that most car owners either don't know what to look for or dismiss these early symptoms as minor annoyances until it's too late. Let me walk you through exactly how your alternator works, why it's so essential, and most importantly, the specific warning signs that mean you need to take action before you're stuck calling for a tow truck. To understand why alternator failure is such a big deal, you need to know what this device actually does. Despite what many people believe, your car battery isn't powering most of your electrical systems while you're driving. The battery's main job is to start your engine and provide power when the engine isn't running. Once your engine is going, the alternator takes over. Here's how it works. Your engine spins a belt connected to a pulley on the alternator. This belt system, usually called a serpentine belt, transfers mechanical energy from your engine's crankshaft to the alternator. Inside the alternator, this mechanical motion spins a rotor, essentially a spinning electromagnet, inside a set of copper windings called a stator. As the rotor spins, it creates alternating current, or AC electricity. This is why it's called an alternator. It produces alternating current, where electrons flow forwards and backwards constantly. But here's the thing. Your car's electrical components need direct current, or DC electricity, where electrons flow in just one direction, like the power from a battery. That's where the rectifier comes in. This component, made up of several diodes, converts that alternating current into the direct current your car needs. The voltage regulator then ensures the output stays between 13 and 14.5 volts, enough to power your electrical systems and charge your battery, but not so much that it damages sensitive electronics. The whole system is remarkably efficient. Modern alternators operate at 70 to 80% efficiency at medium speeds, which is a huge improvement from early designs that required 2 horsepower of engine power to produce just 1 horsepower of electrical current. But this efficiency comes at a cost: complexity. Your alternator contains multiple moving parts, copper windings, electronic components, and precise tolerances. Any one of these can wear out or fail, and when they do, the consequences cascade quickly through your entire electrical system. The numbers tell the story of just how much we depend on these devices. A typical passenger car alternator produces 50 to 70 amperes of current, while larger vehicles like semi-trucks need units capable of 140 amperes. Emergency vehicles and buses might use alternators producing 300 amperes or more. That's a lot of electrical power being generated continuously while you drive. And the financial stakes are significant. A new alternator costs anywhere from $300 to $800 on average, including parts and labor. Premium vehicles or those with high electrical demands can cost even more. Factor in the potential cost of being stranded, missed work, towing fees, emergency repairs, and the total cost of ignoring alternator problems can easily exceed $1,000. Now, let's talk about those warning signs. The first and most obvious indicator is your dashboard warning light. Most cars built in the last decade have a dedicated light that signals charging system problems. It's usually shaped like a battery, though some show Alt or Gen for alternator or generator. Here's what many people get wrong. When this light comes on, it's not actually indicating a battery problem. It's telling you that your charging system, primarily your alternator, isn't working correctly. The light activates when the alternator output goes above 15 volts or below 12 volts, outside the normal operating range. Sometimes you'll notice this light flickers briefly at idle but disappears when you rev the engine. Or it might come on during heavy electrical loads, like when you're running the air conditioning, headlights, and radio simultaneously. These intermittent warnings are your alternator telling you it's struggling to keep up with demand. The second warning sign is dimming or flickering lights. When your alternator or its voltage regulator begins to fail, it provides inconsistent voltage to your electrical accessories. You might notice your headlights are either unusually dim or extremely bright. Interior lights might flicker. Dashboard lights could erratically go from bright to dim and back again. Pay particular attention to your headlights at idle versus when driving. If they dim noticeably at stoplights but brighten when you accelerate, your alternator isn't maintaining consistent output. This happens because the alternator spins faster when engine RPM increases, temporarily boosting its output. Third, and perhaps most frustrating, is a battery that repeatedly dies. This is where the relationship between your alternator and battery becomes crucial. A healthy alternator should maintain your battery's charge while the engine runs. When the alternator starts failing, it can't provide enough power to both run your electrical systems and charge the battery. The result is a battery that seems to die randomly. Even after being recently charged or replaced, you might jumpstart your car in the morning, drive to work without problems, then find a dead battery when you try to leave. This cycle of dying and recharging puts tremendous stress on your battery, often causing permanent damage that requires battery replacement along with alternator repair. Here's a key point many people miss. A failing battery can also cause premature alternator failure. When a battery can't hold a charge properly, the alternator works overtime trying to compensate, leading to overheating and early component wear. This is why automotive experts recommend testing both components when either shows signs of failure. The fourth warning sign involves unusual noises. A healthy alternator should run quietly, with only the normal sound of the belt driving it. But as internal components wear out, you'll start hearing distinctive sounds that indicate specific problems. A high-pitched squealing noise usually means the drive belt is loose, worn, or slipping. This might be a simple belt adjustment, but it could also indicate that the alternator's bearings are wearing out and creating extra resistance. Grinding noises typically point to worn bearings inside the alternator itself. These bearings allow the rotor to spin smoothly within the stator. As they wear out, you'll hear a grinding or rumbling sound that gets worse as the alternator spins faster. Whining noises often indicate problems with the alternator's internal windings or electronic components. This sound might be subtle at first, barely noticeable over normal engine noise, but it will gradually become more pronounced as the damage progresses. If the alternator mounting bushings have failed, you might hear rattling or clunking noises, especially when accelerating or decelerating. This can lead to misalignment that puts extra stress on the drive belt and other components. The fifth warning sign is slow or malfunctioning electronics. Your alternator powers everything from your power windows to your heated seats, and failing alternators can't provide steady, consistent power to these systems. You might notice power windows moving more slowly than usual or stopping and starting erratically. Your radio might cut out intermittently, lose preset stations, or display error messages. Heated seats might not warm up properly or cycle on and off unexpectedly. Modern cars with extensive electronics are particularly vulnerable to alternator problems. Navigation systems might freeze or reboot randomly. Bluetooth connectivity could become unstable. Even your car's computer systems might log error codes related to voltage fluctuations. These symptoms often appear gradually and intermittently, making them easy to dismiss as minor glitches. But they're actually early warnings that your alternator is losing its ability to maintain stable electrical output. The sixth warning sign is difficulty starting or stalling. While starting problems are often attributed to battery issues, a failing alternator can also cause these symptoms, especially if it's not charging the battery properly. You might hear rapid clicking when you turn the key, indicating insufficient power to engage the starter motor. The engine might crank slowly or take several attempts to start. Once running, the engine might stall unexpectedly, particularly at idle or during heavy electrical loads. This happens because a failing alternator can't provide adequate current to the ignition system. Spark plugs need consistent electrical power to fire properly. Voltage fluctuations can cause misfires or complete ignition failure. The seventh and most alarming warning sign is a burning smell. This indicates your alternator is overheating, often because it's working harder than it should to maintain electrical output. The smell is distinctly electrical, similar to burning plastic or hot metal. Overheating can damage the alternator's internal windings, causing them to break down and potentially creating fire hazards. This often happens when the alternator is overloaded, trying to compensate for a failing battery or excessive electrical demands. If you smell burning while driving, especially combined with other alternator symptoms, you should have the charging system checked immediately. Continuing to drive with an overheating alternator risks complete failure and potential damage to other electrical components. Understanding what causes alternator failure can help you prevent premature problems. The most common cause is simply wear and tear on internal components. Bearings wear out from constant use, carbon brushes that transfer electrical current gradually erode, and copper windings can break down from heat and vibration. Environmental factors play a significant role too. Moisture from rain, snow, or car washes can damage electrical components if the alternator isn't properly sealed. Road, salt, and dirt can cause corrosion. Missing or damaged engine splash shields allow contaminants direct access to the alternator, significantly reducing its lifespan. Heat is another major enemy. Alternators generate heat during normal operation, but excessive heat from engine bay temperatures, overloading, or poor ventilation can cause premature failure. This is why alternators on vehicles that do a lot of stop-and-go driving or heavy towing often fail earlier than those on highway-driven cars. The drive belt system can also cause problems. A belt that's too tight puts excessive stress on alternator bearings. A belt that's too loose won't spin the alternator effectively, forcing it to work harder to maintain output. Regular belt inspection and proper tension adjustment are crucial for alternator longevity. Modern cars present unique challenges. Today's vehicles use smart alternators controlled by the engine's computer system rather than simple internal voltage regulators. These ECU-controlled alternators can vary their output based on driving conditions, reducing engine load during acceleration and increasing charging during braking for better fuel efficiency. While these smart systems offer significant benefits, improved fuel economy, reduced emissions, and better battery life, they're also more complex and potentially more expensive to repair. The computer control adds another potential failure point and requires specialized diagnostic equipment. Some of the newest vehicles even integrate alternators with regenerative braking systems similar to hybrid vehicles. During deceleration, the alternator load increases to convert kinetic energy into electrical energy, helping charge the battery and improve efficiency. It's an elegant solution, but it places additional demands on the alternator and requires even more sophisticated control systems. Testing your alternator is something you can do yourself with basic tools. The most straightforward method uses a digital multimeter set to DC voltage mode. With the engine off, a healthy battery should read around 12.6 volts. Start the engine and rev it to about 1500 RPM. The voltage should increase to between 13.8 and 14.4 volts if the alternator is working correctly. If the voltage stays at 12.6 or drops below 12.4 volts with the engine running, your alternator isn't charging the battery. If it goes above 14.7 volts, the voltage regulator isn't controlling output properly, which can damage your battery and electrical components. For a more comprehensive test, turn on major electrical loads, headlights, air conditioning, radio, rear window defroster, while monitoring the voltage. A healthy alternator should maintain at least 13 volts, even under heavy load. If the voltage drops significantly below this level, the alternator is struggling to meet demand. Advanced testing involves checking for alternator ripple voltage, the small AC component that remains after the rectifier converts AC to DC. Excessive ripple indicates failed diodes or damaged windings, problems that can cause intermittent electrical issues long before total charging failure. When it comes to replacement, you have several options with different cost and longevity implications. Original equipment manufacturer parts typically cost $380 to $780, but offer the best fit and longest lifespan. Premium aftermarket brands like Bosch or Denso can rival OEM longevity at lower cost, usually ranging from $250 to $600. Budget aftermarket units cost $180 to $420, but might only last 50,000 to 80,000 miles compared to $100,000 to 150,000 miles for quality units. Rebuilt alternators fall somewhere in the middle for both cost and expected lifespan. Labor costs typically range from $80 to $200 per hour, and replacement time varies from 1 to 3 hours depending on your vehicle's complexity. Some cars have easily accessible alternators that can be swapped quickly, while others require removing multiple components or even raising the vehicle. The decision between repair and replacement depends on the specific problem and your alternator's age and mileage. Simple issues like worn brushes, faulty voltage regulators, or loose connections might be economically repairable, especially on newer vehicles. But major internal damage, failed bearings, or burnt windings usually justify complete replacement. Looking ahead, alternator technology continues evolving. Startup companies are experimenting with graphene coils that promise to be lighter, cooler, and 40% more efficient than current designs. As vehicles become increasingly electrified, even conventional cars are adopting mild hybrid systems that place new demands on charging systems. But regardless of technological advances, the fundamental principle remains the same. Your alternator is essential for reliable vehicle operation. Understanding its warning signs and addressing problems early can save you hundreds of dollars and prevent the frustration of unexpected breakdowns. The next time you see that battery light flicker, hear unusual noises from under the hood, or notice your headlights dimming at idle, remember what you've learned here. These aren't minor inconveniences to ignore, they're your car's way of asking for help before a small problem becomes a major expense. Your alternator works hard every time you drive, silently converting mechanical energy into the electricity that powers our increasingly connected automotive world. Treating it with respect through regular maintenance and prompt attention to warning signs will keep you moving reliably for years to come. Because in the end, there's nothing worse than being stranded with a dead car when you have somewhere important to be.